The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the show is entering a new dramatic phase with a fierce battle between the women in the Logan family. Each small detail is gradually revealed, promising to create unexpected climaxes, especially revolving around Brooke, Carter, Katie, and Hope. Below is a deeper analysis of each newly revealed development. The evolving relationship between Brooke and Carter from the beginning. The audience was surprised to see Brooke acting strangely around Carter. Carter himself is a calm, mature man who has held many important roles in the company. After conversations and comforting, the relationship between Brooke and Carter gradually became closer than colleagues. Listening and sympathy. Initially, Brooke sought out Carter as a friend, someone who could listen to the difficulties she encountered at work and at home. Carter always gave her tactful and subtle advice. Private moments. From the feeling of comfort, they gradually shared secrets and worries in life. During this time, it seemed that the fact that both of them were lonely had unintentionally brought them closer together, crossing the normal boundary. Important turning point. This intimacy did not stop at just confiding. Thanks to meetings in the office, in private meetings, they began to realize the attraction in each other's eyes. And then, it was that wrong moment that pushed their relationship further, becoming ambiguous. Katie accidentally witnessed the kiss, while everything was still vague. A shocking event happened. Katie walked into the office and saw Carter and Brooke kissing with her own eyes. Shocked and angry reaction. Katie always valued family affection, especially the relationship between members of the Logan family. When she witnessed the scene with her own eyes, she almost could not believe her eyes. This is not just a secret kiss between two friends or colleagues, but a clear sign of an emotional attachment that has crossed the line. Hurt and resentment. Remember that Katie also had a relationship with Carter. This makes her pain even more multiplied. Katie feels betrayed by both the man she once loved and her own sister. Disappointment and jealousy can be the catalyst that makes Katie lose her temper and immediately utter harsh criticism. Hope's shock. Not only Katie, Hope will also have to face a big shock. Carter is her ex-boyfriend, a person she once placed a lot of love and trust in. Now, when hearing about Carter kissing her mother, Hope will definitely feel extremely confused. Complex psychology. Hope may feel hurt not only because of Carter, her ex, but also because of Brooke, her mother, whom she has always respected. The thought that her mother has an ambiguous relationship with her daughter's ex-boyfriend is unacceptable. Conflict between filial piety and betrayal. Hope always tries to protect her family, but this time, when Katie tells everything, she will have to face a harsh truth. Hope will most likely fall into a state of extreme confusion, not knowing how to resolve the situation to maintain the mother-daughter relationship while avoiding chaos. The heated confrontation between Katie and Brooke. After seeing Brooke and Carter kiss, Katie could no longer keep her composure. She screamed, clearly showing her anger and pain at feeling betrayed by her own family. The questions were overwhelming. Brooke, what's going on? Why are you dating your daughter's ex-boyfriend? Katie asked a series of questions that Brooke didn't know how to answer. Perhaps Brooke didn't expect to fall into such an ironic situation. The terrifying silence. Brooke chose to remain silent in the face of criticism, perhaps because she had not yet had time to organize her thoughts, or because she knew that she herself would have difficulty justifying herself. That silence only heightened the conflict. Katie's implied statement that Carter has known all the Logan women showed that she was angry, felt slighted, and at the same time feared the prospect of the Logan family being in chaos again. Katie decided to leave, perhaps because she did not want to continue witnessing the heartbreaking scenes, or she was preparing for another plan to expose this. She would not let it go easily. It was likely that Katie would tell Hope everything, both to vent her frustration and to warn Hope about what was going on. Katie might expect Hope to side with her, or at least to face Brooke with her. The woman often called Logan Icon may be in a whirlwind of emotional turmoil. Brooke is sometimes lighthearted, sometimes bold in love. Now, she has to face criticism from her family, Katie's disappointment, and Hope's sadness. Will Brooke bravely admit her mistakes or continue to hide everything? As for Carter, he is in an even more difficult position. He used to have a relationship with Katie, is also Hope's ex-boyfriend, and is now entangled in a new relationship with Brooke. Carter is also under pressure from many sides. He must make a clear choice, because if he continues to be ambiguous, everything will only get more complicated. Hope's trust in her family, her mother, and Carter's honesty is being tested. She can choose to talk to Brooke and Carter directly or feel so disappointed that she distances herself from both. Either choice will lead to profound consequences and add to the drama. The Bold and the Beautiful is always famous for its dramatic scenes that push the characters' emotions to the climax. This time, the three-person story between Brooke, Carter, and Katie, plus Hope's intervention, will certainly open up many knots that need to be untied. Will the Logan family's love be put above all else? Will Brooke dare to face all the troubles and admit that she has gone too far? Will Katie return to her pride, or continue to explode, to take back what she thinks belongs to her? And Hope, whose side will she take when she discovers that her mother is dating her ex? From the very first whispers, Hope could not stop her anger and resentment when she learned that her mother, Brooke, was having an affair with Carter. In her mind, the trust built from the past was gradually eroded by that unexpected information. The feeling of betrayal came not only from the relationship between her mother and the man she once trusted, but also from the violation of the sacred relationship between mother and daughter. The shock, heartache, and anger pushed Hope into a state of deciding to speak up, to cut off all false connections. The intense questioning between Hope and Brooke without hesitation, Hope rushed to confront her mother. For Hope, this was not just a simple conversation, but a confrontation between her personal beliefs and the family values that had been forged over time. She asked harsh questions, even deeply critical accusations, to affirm that the relationship was unacceptable. The difficulty in Hope's words clearly showed her skepticism and disappointment in what her mother had chosen, and also reflected her fear of losing a strong bond in the Logan family. The dramatic fight, the moment when Hope slapped her mother and declared to cut off the relationship. The climax of the confrontation exploded when emotions ran high. Hope could not contain her outburst and indirectly slapped her mother in the face. It was not only an act of violence, but also an expression of a broken soul, unable to accept her mother's choice of a relationship that she believed was wrong. From the fiery eyes to the declaration to cut off the relationship, Hope strongly expressed her determination. She was not willing to accept the change that she believed had lost the core of the family. This was a symbolic moment for the breakdown of trust and affection in her heart. Carter's intervention in an attempt to mend the relationship while the tense atmosphere seemed to have stopped. Carter, who was known for his calm and sympathetic demeanor, appeared as a liberating spirit. He quickly approached Brooke to comfort her, saying that although her relationship with Hope was in crisis, Brooke still had the right to feel and receive love. With a kind heart, Carter even dared to intervene by pulling Hope away from the confrontation, trying to convince her that it was unfair to judge her mother from a selfish perspective. Carter's statement, "Brooke has the right to love," was an affirmation, not only protecting existing love, but also opening up a humane perspective on human mistakes. Hope's painful decision. Leaving town caught up in the storm of emotions after the haunting confrontation, Hope decided to leave town. She chose to stay away from a place where painful memories and emotional turmoil made her feel like she no longer belonged to her family. This decision brought sadness and loneliness when a child who always wanted the warmth and protection of her family suddenly faced separation. The journey to leave was not only a temporary setback, but also a sign of a psychological breakdown when Hope felt there was no way to relieve the pain that was rising. Shocking news about Brooke's mental health and Hope's ability to return while everything seemed to have reached a dead end. New information about Brooke's health condition made everyone emotional. Rumors that Brooke was suffering from mental illness spread, opening a new tragic and touching chapter in the story. It is possible that, upon hearing this news, Hope, even though she left in anger, would still feel sad, confused between worry and love. The pain of losing family moments and at the same time feeling the weakness of her always strong mother may make Hope rethink everything. Will the sense of responsibility and love make her return to take care of Brooke, to heal the old wounds? Will Hope return to take care of Brooke? With all the conflicts and rich emotions present, the question of whether Hope will return to take care of Brooke becomes even more difficult. After the tears, anger, and disappointment, will Hope's filial piety gradually melt the cold wall between mother and daughter? Or will she continue to choose the path of alienation, seeking comfort elsewhere, while Brooke sinks into the loneliness of illness? These details promise to bring a dramatic turning point when both characters are forced to face the past and choose between forgiveness or permanent rift. The latest developments of the bold and the beautiful have not only stopped at harsh words or impulsive actions, but have opened up a complex picture of emotions, betrayal, and the possibility of redemption. Each decision made contains deep psychological balance, making the audience ponder and follow every moment. As the story progresses, will the knight who sacrificed himself from pain one day bring everything back to the peak of forgiveness and love? Or will the wounds of the heart forever be an indelible mark on the hearts of the Logan family? Only time and the courage of the characters can answer this troubling question.